Okay, hello everyone. So today we're going to have a discussion about our scoping review analysis about defining translingualism norms, contrast with stabilized linguistic theories, possibility, and challenge. So let us introduce ourselves first. My name is Aufal Riszky with the last student number 198.
And my name is Clairin Zulhiziyah with my last ID number 197.
Okay, so let's move for the first topic. So I'm gonna explain a little bit about this journal first. So this journal article is a qualitative literature review that explores this concept of translingualism as a 21st century linguistic paradigm. So the author argued for a shift in how we understand language, moving away from seeing languages as separate it rigid boxes and towards seeing them as fluid, hybrid, and interconnected. Research for used for effective communication. Okay, so um, I'm gonna had a little bit summary about this journal. So the first one is a research objective. So this genre was made from the author called Actor at the 2026. So the primary goal of this paper is to establish a clear 21st century definition of translingualism, focusing on how language is hybrid and fluid. And then furthermore, it aims to contrast this paradigm with older concepts like multilingualism or translingualism, and focusing on how language is hybrid and fluid. And then it aims to contrast this paradigm with older concept, and especially in code switching. While identifying the core norms and evaluating the systematic challenge we face in modern education. And the method that they used here was a qualitative literature review. So the study, the author meticulously analyzed scholarly articles, books, and various linguistic theories that already published between 2010 and 2025. So by using a contrastive analytical approach, actor was able to pinpoint exactly where monolingual bias exists in our traditional frameworks and suggest new pedagogical alternative for the classroom. And the next one will
So,
be explained by my colleague, Clairin. Go ahead.
so, in key findings, there is a major paradigm shift. Uh, is language should be seen as an integrated resource, not as separate boxes. And the second thing is identifies code matching and linguistic repertoire as vital skills for modern communication. And the most important thing is the finding exposed that many established theories are still rooted in a monolingual bias. And of course, every study has its limits. Actors' work is purely theoretical and lacks new empirical or field data. It also highlights a harsh reality, even though the theory is strong, rigid English-only policies, and standardized testing system. So we move to the next slide. It's about critical analysis and discussion. Okay, to start, let's look at the article's range. It is theoretically strong and very well organized. The author gives a clear, modern definition of translingualism as a 21st century way of communicating where languages are fluid and mixed rather than kept in separate boxes.
Yeah, that's true. But from a critical standpoint, so we notice it is mostly more like a review article. So this means it summarizes other people research from like that I said before from 2010 to 2025, but doesn't provide its own primary data or new experiment. While the argument is persuasive, So we think it would be even stronger if it include more local evidence from classroom here in Bangladesh.
Despite that, the article makes a powerful point. Translingualism challenges monolingual ideology, the old-fashioned idea that we should only speak one language at a time. It shows how embracing our full language mix can actually improve how we communicate across different cultures.
Yeah, and however, the author is honest about the barriers. So it's hard to like change things because of strict school policies. Exam that only allow on one language and the fact that many teachers haven't been trained on how to teach this way yet. For the next one,
So,
it will be personal insight and reflection. And moving to our personal reflection, the first big aha moment was the validation of identity. For a long time, mixing languages was seen as a deficiency or a sign that you were fluent. So this study reframes that it says mixing languages is actually a sophisticated skill.
and also, I love the toolbox mindset. The article suggests we stop seeing languages as separate files and start seeing them as one integrated repertoire. It's like having one big toolbox where you grab whatever word or expression works best for the moment.
Yeah, and this help us challenge the gold standard, so we don't have to feel less than because we are native speakers of a single language. By exposing the bias in old stories, the articles empowers us to be proud of our hybrid voices.
And yeah, finally, there's the link to social justice and decolonization. In Bangladesh, English was often forced as the only correct way to learn. Embracing translingualism is a step toward decolonizing our education by making it more inclusive for everyone.
And that's all about our discussion about our scoping review. And thank you.